Hello everybody, we at St. Aloysius are celebrating the feast of St. Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuit fathers who are running these institutions. Many of you may not be familiar with his name, but if you know, he was the one who led the Counter-Reformation. We read it in the school history textbooks that there was a Reformation led by Martin Luther and St. Ignatius of Loyola, who led the Counter-Reformation. Who is St. Ignatius of Loyola? He was a soldier in the 16th century Spain. While in a battle against the French defending the fort of Pamplona, he was hit by a cannonball, and that was a transforming experience. From then on, while he was convalescing with a lot of surgeries on his leg, he found that fighting for an earthly king was pointless. With a transforming experience, he decided that he has to serve God and that he had to do something great for God. That is how he began this Society of Jesus, or the Jesuit fathers as we call them. There are many things that St. Ignatius has spoken about. I would like to focus on one particular thing because this is the 500th year of him being hit by a cannonball. We refer to it as the cannonball moment, where his life transformed. He became a new person. We have cannonball experiences in our lives. When something bad hits us, we become upset. And then we realize that was a moment when the course of our life changed. And therefore, it can be a very important moment in life. Just now, we are hit by the pandemic. And for many people, it has been a devastating experience. Their lives are lost. Many people have lost their work, their jobs, and therefore it's a painful moment. It's a devastating experience for many poor people who do not have a source to livelihood. Many people who face the sickness directly. I should humbly say that I was one such. When I was hit by COVID and I was lying in the hospital, that was a moment for me to understand how vulnerable I am. As I was battling with my vulnerability in the hospital, I said, I need to see something special in my sickness. And that was it. St. Ignatius always spoke about encountering God in all things. And I was left with no option but to encounter God in my own vulnerability and weakness. There were the doctors, there were the nurses, even those who were coming to clean my room in the hospital, who gave me a twinkle of the eye. They couldn't smile because of their masks. That was enough for me to feel that I was being loved by God. I started sensing God loving me, with my brother Jesuits taking care of me. And that was my transforming moment as well. Today I look back on my COVID experience, although painful, through all the fear and anxiety, I could see God in it all. And so when I was healed, when I came back from the hospital, and when I finished my period of recuperation, I said, I need to become God to others. I need to give this God experience to others. I discovered there were so many of my brothers going out and helping those who were in need. We were preparing grocery kits, we were helping them with the medicines, we were helping them with so many things. And I plunged into it because I realized that I need to do something for people. It is easy to say encountering God in good things. You look at nature. Nature is so beautiful. And automatically you feel your spirits lifted and you realize there is God in everything. I encounter God in beautiful things. I encounter God when I meet friends, family, their love, and everything happens. It's so beautiful. There are beautiful moments in life, events in life, even that I encounter God. But life is filled with paradoxes. There is good and evil in this world. There is pain and sorrow. There are good things happening, evil things happening. And yet, you see, you encounter God in it all. Somehow, you learn to face life as it comes and you encounter God because everything becomes a learning experience. And when that happens, regardless of whom you are encountering, you see God in them. Forget all the barriers that we have put of caste, color, creed. Leave it all. Open up yourself and encounter God in every human person. Look into every event of life and see how I can encounter God in that event. It may be a painful event. As I said, it may be a devastating moment, and yet, looking back on it, you always see, yes, that was the moment something beautiful happened. That was the cannonball moment of my life. And then you can encounter God there. God cannot live just up there, somewhere. He has to be there in our hearts. And we need to discover Him in our hearts and in the hearts of those who are in need. We need to reach out to people and see God in them. Especially those who are needy, the poor. That is why we at St. Aloysius keep saying, becoming men and women for and with others. You encounter God in every person that you meet. And so we encounter God in your own self and at the same time outside of you. Let this be a message for each one of us, this feast of St. Ignatius, because it is one thing to adore St. Ignatius and venerate him and call him a saint and celebrate, but we need to learn something from this feast every year when it comes by. That is important. And if we have to remember something, let us remember this: encountering God in all things. May God bless you all. Have a happy feast of St. Ignatius.